I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. It's that, or teach them to beg for their lives. The goblins will chase us to Baldur's Gate, and these kids know it. A warrior like you could lift their spirits. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Again.
Any questions, children?
Something over there.
Something over there. But that will fit in my pack.
Keep your distance, darling. Tread lightly. A crooked touch.
No time to rest. One day I'll catch a break. What's in here?
Unfortunate scribes. They never stood a chance in the fight, did they?
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Ready and willing. Forthwith.
Indolence breeds madness. Quickly then.
Look at that. Jurgle. Scribe of the dead. This chapel must be ancient.
Step lightly.
My faith will guide me. Might as well take a look. Have to keep pushing.
All right, what now? If not over, then through. Oh, hells. Something just woke up.
Shall we dance? Let's go.
The witching hour.
Let's finish this. On I go. I will ascend.
Time to press ahead.
This will do nicely.
Gone with the weave.
Concentrate. Heading there.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
Fools. Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
Moving ahead. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? In death, that is so. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. Cursed to put my hands on everything. Seems like a good moment to talk.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp,
for whenever thou hast need of my services? There are many answers to that question. None are important. Correct.
No.
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin. As thou desire.
Yes? May it please, Mistra? My pleasure.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. As thou desire.
No one back home will ever believe this. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Be with you in a moment. Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may.
Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Ah, yes. The good old days.
Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
I should speak up.
Question for you. Have you ever heard a banshee's scream? For the best that you haven't. An agonizing wail. Loud enough to wake the dead and shrill enough to shatter a golden goblet. I thought it the most terrible noise in all 16 planes. But there's one even more fearsome than that. They screeched most horribly, yes. But I know of one even more ruthless. The doubt in our minds crying out for attention. It's hopeless, it says. Stop resisting. Give up and give in. Doubt is the greatest villain we face. Greater than all the hell's devils. Greater than a murderous god. Most people don't find it so easy to conquer. It's a good thing for us that we aren't most people. Slay your doubt and nothing can stop you. Not a demon, not a dragon, and certainly not an illithid worm. I'm glad to see you're not one to give up.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen. Yet. Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. Well, now you're just being close-minded. There are some lovely ways to go. I've watched urchins freeze to death in the street. It looks peaceful, just like falling asleep. A fine choice. I can think of some nightshades that are deliciously fatal. If they're mixed well, you'll just close your eyes and drift away. And if they're not, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. Oh, my dear. I'd like to see you try. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, all right, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Here goes nothing. Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock. The tome does not take kindly to your tampering. A feeling like pins and needles lingers under your skin, pricking and prodding. As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what? Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it. These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle. Sylvanus be with you.